Hello, this is Randall, the Michigan Tropical Gardener, and back as promised, doing a video on the American Black Walnut. This. And what you have to do with these is, first of all, you have to remove all of this, just in case you didn't see that before, you have to remove all of this on the outside of the nut. The nut is on the inside, and it actually hasn't formed yet, in a matter of speaking. That is to say that the nut is in there, but it's soft, and it needs to be cured. So what you need to do is turn on some water, and I also need a scrubber. One second. A scrubber. Okay, and you need to remove all of this green. By all means, use whatever you feel comfortable using. When these are ripe, it'll be a lot easier to remove the outer part of the nut. So you need to be careful. If you cut into the nut shell itself, it's going to be on the softer side, and you don't want to cut into that. And the reason I'm wearing the gloves is that this used to be used as a dye. That's how bad it is. If you don't wear gloves, if you don't wear gloves, you're going to get brown stained, or nasty looking yellow stain all over your fingers. Part of the shell. Hello, this is Randall, the Michigan Tropical Gardener, and that is what the dye from the nut looks like. Although I suppose you could consider the green part of it the fruit. So anyway, that's what it looks like. And that is the nut. I was using a linoleum knife. And so that's the top of the nut. I still need to scrub that off. I ran out of space on my phone, and my phone does not want to allow me to transfer any files to my computer, so that's what it looks like. And I will scrub off as much of that yellow part as I can. And then what I will do with that is I will put it in something like an onion bag and hang it up for at least a week. I would say probably 2 weeks or more would be better, but at least 2 weeks. And what that does is it lets the nut inside of here, inside of the shell, it allows that to cure and to harden. And then you can crack it open. But in order to crack it open, you're not going to be able to use a nut cracker. You need to use a hammer. Some people will put these in a bag and then they will run them over with a car. That's how hard these things are. This is not an English walnut like you buy in a store. This is an American black walnut, and inside of here is probably at least 5 separate chambers where the nut meat is. Excuse me. And so what you need to do, and I've done this before, is after I cracked it open with a hammer, a large hammer, I take a pair of wire cutters and then snip the connecting walls, let's say, that connect each chamber. And you keep cutting those out and removing the shell, and then you're able to get the walnut meat out. And when I get to that part, I will show you. So that's all I'm going to show you today until hopefully I can get this transferred from my phone to my computer. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.